Happy New Day, CSA.
Happy New Year, Rev Abraham.
How do you feel this wonderful Sunday morning?
Awake and
Very,
ready.
very.
Yes, grace has located each and every one of us this morning, so we must be thankful and grateful. I have some nice thing to share with you today, and the topic is your dreams are your reality. Your dreams are your reality. Subtitle: You can make your dreams come true with the technique of creative imagination. Let's go straight forward on the point. And let's refer to one of our favorite gurus, Paramahansa Yogananda, in his book, Man's Internal Quest. And I really love this powerful statement of truth. Whatever you make up your mind to do, you can do it. God is the sum total of everything, and His image is within you. He can do anything, and so can you. If you learn to identify yourself with the inexhaustible nature of God, you'll be able to do everything. So now, what we are now going to learn is the techniques of creative imagination. The mind is a creative tool. The mind is a creative tool. The workshop of the spirit is the mind. You can use the mind to create a beautiful scenes in your life, and you can use this same mind that you possess to create challenges, wahala in your own life. That is your mind. So now you have to use your mind creatively to better your world. Let me quote from Sadhguru. Most of you know Sadhguru. Yes, I quote. I don't want to adulterate what he said. I just want to put it straight, what he said. Life has come from a very beautiful source. If you remain in touch with the source, everything about you will be beautiful. Now, unquote. How do you remain in touch with the source? It's, of course, prayer and meditation. Prayer and meditation are the answers. According to Lai Mahashya, if you don't invite God to be your summer guest, He won't come in the winter of your life. If you don't invite God to be your summer guest, you won't find Him in the winter. He won't come to you in the winter. Summer is joy and winter is trouble. Summer is full of joy, and then winter, let's say it's trouble. So if you don't really find God in the winter, summer, and it's winter time, you are now going to search for God. He may not be available for you. And the most interesting part of the whole thing is when you are in touch with God, you won't even find the need. Challenges will not come away. Challenges even fly. Yeah. So there's a need to always be in God. In order to align yourself with God's abundant grace, you must eradicate forever from your mind as thought of poverty and lack. Universal mind is perfect. It knows no lack. And to align yourself with that never feeling surprise house, you must create a consciousness of abundance. Even if you don't know where the next dollar will come from, just always fill your mind with abundance. You see, poverty is consciousness, riches is also consciousness. So it depends on where you strategize, where you put your mind to. That is what you will experience. So you may have all the resources available, but you can't increase your lot. So the whole thing is in consciousness. So to align yourself with the never-failing supply house, you must create a consciousness of abundance, even if you don't know where the next dollar will come from. And this is coming from the Supreme Swan, Paramahansa Yogananda. Yeah. If you realize you have no strength on your own, the ego vanishes. If you realize that you have no strength on your own, the ego vanishes. And that God's energy is still your energy. God's power is your power. The ego diminishes fast. Jesus said, on my own, I can do nothing except the one who dwells in me. You see, sometimes there's a need. Most of the time, there's a need for you to trust God. Trust the infinite intelligence, the infinite supply. Keep on trusting Him. Life is always lived inside out. No doubt. Life is always lived inside out. Sometimes before getting out of bed, you have already, planned your life, and that is the way it's going to be. Nothing can change it. That's why there's a saying, so within, so without. Life is lived inside out. Whatever we want to do, when we think of it, we design it, and then sometimes we put our thoughts, our ideas on paper. That is what we call creative imagination. Before we were trying to put this building up, we made a plan. And then we all decided how the plan should go. Yes. Sometimes most designers, architects, engineers always use creative imagination. People who might have not ever heard the word, they will be using creative imagination unknowingly. So they design it, they put certain things somewhere, thinking about it. And then the design that you are trying to make, that is creative, you are creating. And the most interesting part is when you align yourself with the infinite intelligence, creation becomes very, very easy. You see, creation is done after deep meditation, after you have aligned yourself with the infinite intelligence. Then your creativity, the power of your creativity, enlivens. You get it right. So your creation, imagination should start from after you have meditated very deep. After your mind is recharged, and that really produces good results. We are co-creator. We are co-creators with the Father. That is our source. Our Father means our source. We are always co-creator with Him. If you abide in Him, you will bear fruit greatly. You will flourish. Jesus said is the vine, and we are His branches. That's what the good book says. It's in John 15, verse 5. I am the vine, you are the branches. And Jesus explained the whole portion. That when you abide in him, you will produce fruit greatly. You see yourself, see any tree and the branch. When the branch is cut off, what happens? It withers and dry up. But when the branch remains with the tree, it nourishes the branch. The branch would never, lack anything. So are we. On our own, we can do nothing. What we need to know is to always recognize the power within and align ourselves with this power. And trust me, you will live and be happy. The laws of consciousness are exact and dependable. Albert Einstein is credited with the quote, "Imagination is more important than knowledge." Knowledge is really restricted, but imagination. Even when you are put in jail, you have been jailed and you are in, jail. The body has been, in prison, but you can still use your imagination. You can still use your power of creativity to a large extent. With the power of creative imagination, always after creation, give thanks to your source. It's when Jesus took the 2 fishes and the 5 loaves, he did something. He looked into heaven. Where is heaven? Please, where is heaven? Yes. So people will say, he looked into the skies. No, he looked into heaven. He looked into that realm of fulfillment. That realm where there's no lack, where there's no limitation. He looked there. And he multiplied the 2 fishes and the 5 loaves and fed over 5,000. And then some even remain. You have more than you are looking for. You are greater than your fears, stronger than your fears, and worthy than what you have. What you have, what you see yourself having now, you are more worthier than that. You have more gold or mine in you. So you need to align yourself with the infinite intelligence. And trust me, you will produce more results. Whatever you see within you can manifest. If you cannot see it within you, if you cannot create it, don't dream of manifesting it. You must first create it. Think of that. You see, if you don't know where you are going won't know you. And if you don't know what you want in life, what do you want? Roy tells us to be purposeful. Know what you want in life. And when you know what you want in life, it's easy to get. Now, when we divide the whole, let's say we pick 100 persons at random, and you ask each and every one, we take our time, you ask, where are you going? Some people don't know really what they want, where they are going. So how will where they are going know them? Now, before embarking on any project, especially worthwhile projects, first enter into deep meditation, any business. And trust me what the infinite intelligence will do. If you have challenges, if you have troubles, if you won't succeed, when you are able to align yourself properly with God, you get to know that where I'm going will not help. Somewhere along the line, you hear that silent voice clicking. And then you say, wow, there's no way of going into it, or go into it. And it's better that way. If you spend more time on that than straight away going on the project, you may go to the do the project, and then you waste sometimes months trying to solve one challenge. But if you are really sat before the presence or practice the presence of God effectively, you have your final answer. And your final answer will be what? It's always the answer. That's final answer. That's infinite intelligence. never goes wrong. You see, there are unlimited sources of information and power. This source is universal mind. We are all in tune with this universal mind through the subconscious level of our own minds, because human mind is an individualization of universal mind. Whatever data is stored in universal mind is available to us, and more than this. The evolutionary energy of the universe is available to us once we learn to open ourselves to the flow, free from tension and anxiety. We can relax and relax after meditation, get inspiration than wishful thinking. And then when you are creating, when you have a project or there's a need, we have want and need. I know you all know the difference between want and need. A need, sometimes you cannot go without. Want is something maybe you want extra or you just desire to have. But want it means something very, very important. Praise when you are creating what you want. I've told you after deep meditation, what you need to do is to use the area between the two eyebrows, where we call the Christ Center, and the spiritual art center. Combine the two on what you want. Don't think of anything. Think of what you want. And be thankful to God at the end of the process. Think, oh, you have got it. And then be thankful. You see, when Jesus looked into heaven, he gave thanks. You see, Lord, you have done it. Thank you so much. He will surely do it. So if you know what you want, or needs has been met already after prayer and believing. Believe means you be and live in that mode. Whenever I hear, there's one very good example that people have been giving. They went out to pray for rain, and one person took an umbrella. That this is faith. This is active faith. He took an umbrella. That means what they are going to pray for will surely do what? Happen. They are going to pray for rains. So it's having umbrella. That means it's expecting the rains to come. But the rest, like none of them were holding umbrella. So people look at him, you holding an umbrella, what's the meaning of the umbrella? It means what you are going to pray will surely happen. So he's having umbrella. The rain hasn't come, but the person was holding an umbrella. And suddenly, after their prayer, the rain came and it was covered. Whatever you ask God, trust me, God will never fail. God is not like a human being. When you ask him something, maybe you won't do it or do it. Sometimes if your request is not met, it means maybe what you are asking for is not really necessary. Or maybe if you get that which you are looking for, may create a lot of challenges for you. So God He may hold on. And at times it's not that you need a thing now, and now it's really good for you. Sometimes it means wait a while. God will not give you anything that will put you into danger or challenge. When He gives you something, it gives you everything in addition. It gives you protection. It's not like you have, let's say God has given you a lot of money. You may have the purpose of the money before the money will multiply. I had one successful auntie. She told me something that I have not forgotten. Ever she told me the thing. She said, those who will not give when they get, God even don't give them. She said, God will not give them. Because if God gives them, they will not give. So He gives to people that will really be able to give out. So that person becomes a contact. the distribution point of God to the rest of the world. So let's all strategize. Let's always position ourselves well that God can use us. You see, with the creative imagination, after all this, don't be anxious. Don't be filled with anxiety. This is what you want. Just relax. The infinite intelligence knows exactly what you want. Let's look at Philippians 4:6 for the New King James Version. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. What this statement means is, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. You see, imagine thanksgiving. That is the assurance that you are really going to get what you want. Let us look at the Sanskrit word namas. Namas. Namas meaning bow. Bow, to bow. Then te, to you. So the literal translation will be, I bow to you. And that is namaste. Thank you very much for listening to me.